Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, and I was just going to give y'all an update on what our progress is on the house. So, if you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning Yarny Cat, welcome back. Couple of weeks ago, I think it was about 5 weeks now, 6 weeks, our hot water heater flooded the dining room plus the kitchen and part of my grandmother's bathroom. So we are still in the process. This is what they had ripped out, that whole strip. Now, and this back wall all across, and even the wall in here. This is our laundry room. This is where the hot water heater was. This is where they also took out part of the wall and the flooring in here. Now, the people came to rip this out. All the flooring and everything. This part will be ripped out by the repair crew. So, they're also going to repaint and fix the walls. Then another crew had to come in, and I think I talked about this last week on my live. They came to pack everything up. The dining room kitchen was here. I mean, the table was here, and we had a shelf here and over there with food. They also packed up everything in the laundry room, and there was a shelf over there, long one. Well, there was a Connex box supposed to come, and they couldn't get it in the driveway, so that person got dispatched and left. And so they put everything in the garage, didn't even protect it from the rain, so we had to put tarps on it. And it was just a big mess, big mess. The guy leading the crew had no common sense whatsoever. He was probably early 20s. Anyway, so they scheduled a U-Haul box to come last Thursday. And it came. It's two little mini boxes on a trailer. They came back Friday, put everything in it before the rain got here, so that's good. Now, they scheduled us to have the U-Haul boxes for a week and a half. The repair crew that's going to do all of this does not come until a week. That's not enough time for them to get everything done. So anyway, it's just been crazy. So we still have no hot water, still have an empty room, but if y'all can see, I do have some peppers that I've got off my plants. These are my habaneros that I pulled off that are getting ripe, and these are the Peter peppers. Now, I think these are orangish, which I don't know if they're cross-pollinating with the habaneros or not, but those are my Lesia. And this one and this one are almost ready to put in. Now this one has a little bit of green, but this is where I put them to ripen when I noticed they're almost finished. But they took out all the insulation that was in here in the sheetrock and drywall and all that. And yeah, so I'm going to take you outside and show you a little bit on the garden. See, these are the U-Haul boxes I was talking about. All the stuff that they packed up is in these two boxes. And we'll have to unload it ourselves, I believe, before they come back and get the box. Because it's 3 or 4 different companies we're dealing with that is under the insurance company that my grandmother has. So one person hands off it to another, and then they hand off another contractor and a subcontractor. It's just been a crazy mess. All right, now I'm going to take y'all out to the garden. All right, so my grandmother has these tomatoes that are growing right by this yellow rose bush. They have gone crazy. I mean, just crazy. I don't know if y'all can see all the tomatoes that are on it, but there are tons. I mean, almost everywhere you look, there's tomatoes. And this is actually two different pots. There's a pot here, and there's even a baby tomato sprouting up there. And then there's a pot back here. But it has gone crazy. Now this one, there's a tomato there, and it's got blooms. But this has gone absolutely crazy. I mean, I can't even believe there's this many tomatoes in November. All right, so in this one we have okra growing, and the corn that we did have there died, and it actually made a few little things of corn, but this one has started coming back out. That one I got an okra off of. There's a little okra on that one, little okra on that one, and okra on these two. Even this tomato plant, which is half dead, has some tomatoes on it. You know when you rub a tomato leaf and move it and it lets the scent of the tomato out? I love that. So on my peppers, everything is still making. I've even noticed on this habanero, it's got new growth right here. I mean, it's just going crazy. But the Peter peppers are doing kind of good. I mean, they still have, there's like, I can't get it right, but right there is going to be another one. But the habaneros, I think my Lesha peppers have some sort of blight on them, but I've heard that's normal. Anyway, so they're almost ending, except I can see some right here, some new, there's a new one coming out right there. We do have a few things growing out in the big garden, but not much. I'll take you out there. All right, so my row is this row. My cucumbers finally died off, but I noticed the other day that my grandmother has carrots coming back out. They had went to seed, and now they've come back out, some of them. And see, there's some right there, and there. And this is the part that actually went to seed, and you can see new growth coming out at the bottom. So I thought that was kind of cool. We were gonna pull them up, and those rugs were there to try to kill off some of the grass. Now, these we had cut back. These are okra because the ants had got them, and they've started coming back out at the bottoms and making okra, which they're really hard. So my grandmother said just let them go to seed. The other ones, like this. So all of these we got to get off, and they got seeds in them. So we'll have seeds for next time. But then this started happening. It's got growth at the bottom too. So that's, go figure. Now the next thing, oh, there's some more carrots coming back out right there. The next thing is we still have a cantaloupe, and it has a cantaloupe on it. I've been turning it every couple of days so the bottom don't get soggy, so it gets ripened. I think it's almost ready to pick, but we also have a few tomatoes here which this one has come back out, I guess, and it also has this, but this one right here is got a few blooms. That one has a tomato. We also have right next to the cantaloupe a green bean right there, and then one there. Now these are my mom's, that's the Anaheim right there, and her zucchini. I have no idea what else she is growing. Thought she had a jalapeno over here somewhere. I think that's the jalapeno plant. Then she's got a tomato plant growing. Yeah, tomato plant. That's the jalapeno, I think. And then that's some type of cherry tomato, she thinks. And it's got tomatoes on it already. And then she has some more stuff growing down there. When it gets late in the season like this, I tend to make less miscellaneous Monday videos because there's not much to show. But anyway, Tom showed up last night, and I think he's staying back here in the woods somewhere, because this is where I would normally see him. And so he's staying back in this wooded area somewhere during the day, and then comes out to eat at night. We also have a skunk that's been coming to the food bowl and eating his food. Then we talk to our neighbor and says there's 2 skunks that show up at her house. So we have 2 skunks, an armadillo, and cats coming around eating. Alrighty, I think that's a radish or something right there. There's one of the cats. There's, I think, English peas right there. And then she's got the tomatillos that are kind of looking bad. Some cabbage, I think, and like I said, I have no idea what all she grew. I don't keep up with what they grow too much. And this is Wapo. Meow. Hi, Wapo. This one is Caballero, right there. These are my neighbor's cats, and they think they live here. But they're brothers. Now my mom and my brother have a cat in their camper named Vesta, and I've shown her before. That is their sister. So and Caballero, I believe, means gentleman, and Wapo means handsome, I believe. So alrighty, everyone. So for my miscellaneous Mondays, I'll probably do every other week or twice a month, maybe once a month from now on until spring, because there's not much progress going on so in the garden area. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see y'all later. Bye.